Well, here you have a Korg M1 that for some particular reason does not want to work anymore in terms of the sounds. I turned it on, it said low battery. I had no idea that this synth would need a battery ever. So I went onto the internet, did some research, and I couldn't find a video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to present to you how to replace the battery for this Korg M1, which is still in great shape and the sounds are really great. So I'm going to take it step by step. I'm going to be reading off of the instructions that I found on the internet. And the first things first is we're going to flip this baby upside down. Make sure we're careful with the joystick because the stick is not removable. So that'll be part of the next step. So I have successfully flipped over the keyboard. I put a pillow so that the joystick does not break. According to the instructions I found, I'm supposed to take care of all these screws here. Take them off one by one, with the exception of these. These with the rubber feet don't need to be taken out, but everything else needs to be taken out. That's going to be my next step. Okay, I've taken the screws out with a regular Phillips screwdriver. They are 17 screws. Now, according to the instructions, I'm supposed to take this lid, pull it forward and up, and that's going to be my next step to then access the panel inside. The panel has been taken out, exposing the underside of the synthesizer with its boards and everything. The keys are right here upside down. Now we're going to work on this board. Screws on each one of the corners. We're going to take them out. I see 2, 4, 5 with this one, and this should remove it outwards. That'll be our next step. Okay, I removed 2, 4, 5 small screws, which were the ones that I said around here in the corners, except that these two right here I had to take out as well to be able to get the board up. So our next step is to take the board, flip it over, and try to locate the battery. I've taken the board out. I was able to carefully, because I found that there was cables like these that were tangled, and I had to remove this one from this board here. But I was able to flip now the board, and I have it in my hands. And right here is the battery. It's a regular CR2032, which is a battery you can find in any hardware store, and it's used for your garage door opener, watches, and all sorts of other gadgets. So it's a matter of flipping this out, flipping it out, putting a new one in. Now, I was lucky with this keyboard, but I understand with the other keyboard that I have, which is a Korg K1 this mounted bracket here and the battery is soldered to each other. So if I ever have to do this operation on that Korg K1 I would have to take out the board, desolder this whole unit, pull it out, and put a new battery and solder it back in. So thank God that Korg was intelligent enough on their professional keyboards to have it removable. So next step is getting that battery out, putting it back in, and putting everything back together. So the battery's out. I have the mounted area of the battery exposed right now. I have the new battery. It's as easy as flipping it in and putting it in. That's it. That's all it is. You take it out, you push it back, and it pops out. With your battery. Oops. Let's put it back where it belongs. Put everything back. Remember to put the cable back where it belongs and all the screws. So the board's back in, screws, all the screws back in, the cable that was taken out right here is back where it belongs. Now it's a matter of putting back the backing here, and be careful with these screws. Don't over tighten them. They're on a PC printed board and it's grabbed onto plastic in the bottom, not steel, so it will have a tendency to strip if you actually tighten them too much. So next step, put the back again. Okay, I finally put all the screws back in. It took a little bit of time because this lid gave me a lot of trouble. But I figured it out and just wanted all of you to know that the best way to put this lid is to put this edge in first, like this, move it in, and then bring it down. Then you'll line up all your screw holes. Alrighty, got 17 screws out, put 17 screws back in, no leftover screws. Everything's hunky-dory. Now we flip it over, connect the whole thing, and then another video explaining how you get your sounds back onto the Korg M1. Hope this will help anybody that try to find a video that never found a video for replacing this battery.